Hi, and welcome to my tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to be tossing some coins, and we're going to be doing two sets of data, each with 25 coin tosses in each, and then we're going to have a look at the variances that it can create. And then we're going to compare it to an even larger data set. I'm probably going to do about 100 coin tosses, and we'll see whether the variance has been minimized or whether there's still a large enough variance like there is with the 25 throws. So I'll start the first one off again, and that's a heads, so we got one for heads. I'll go back and record all the things, and we'll come back at the end.
Okay, now that we've got our results, my first result for 30 coin tosses, I did 30 instead of 25 because 30 is just a nice round number. I got 12 results for heads and 18 results for tails. See how there's a bit more variance there now? Alright, so if I go quickly make a pie chart from that, just a really quick one. Call it data set 1 because that's what it relates to. Alright, so heads 40% of the time, tails to 60% of the time. Okay, so now we have the second data set here. And this is the second lot of 30 coin tosses that I threw. And this time I got 17 for heads, and I got 13 for tails. See how the roles have been reversed here? I got more tails in this one, but in this one, which is a completely different data set, I got more heads. That's just, it's showing the variance that you can get in data. So we'll make another pie chart just so we can see that nicely. We'll call this data set 2, because that's what it's based off. And this time you can see that we got heads 57% of the time and tails 43% of the time. So now you've got a nice visual representation of how it's changed and how it's the variance between the two data sets. Right, so now if we go for a bigger data set, which I have here, this is out of 100 coin flips. And yeah, you can see 48 results for heads and 52 for tails. And if we make a quick pie chart from that again, move this down, call it data set large. Rightio. And you can see basically that heads 48% of the time, tails 52% of the time. So see how our bigger data set here has, the variance isn't as large as the earlier two data sets, and that's mainly because the more data you get, the more it's going to even out. Like for example, if we added these two together right now, so 12 plus 17 is 29. 13 plus 18 is 31. So out of 60 coin tosses, you can see that our larger data set here, this is the result of data set 1 combined with data set 2, that actually gives us a pretty even pie chart there. So you can see, type it out, 1 plus 2. And you can see 48% for heads and 52% for tails. This just shows you how a larger data set, it doesn't eliminate the variance altogether, but it minimizes the variance so that you can see sort of what the results are approaching. And in this case, the results are approaching, and that basically each side is evenly likely to come out in a coin flip.